Hello, teachers! Thank you for taking the time to view this training guide on teachingbooks.net, a database that the California State Library recently granted free access to for all California schools. The purpose of this video is to provide a brief overview of what Teaching Books is all about, why it is important to you, and some tips to navigate the database to find helpful resources for your classroom. So without further ado, let's get started. So what is teachingbooks.net? Well, it is a website that provides resources about many books already being read and taught in K-12 schools. The database provides a host of interviews with authors and illustrators, so students can learn the backstory behind a book. The site also works as a professional development tool, so you can practice seamlessly merging literacy and technology. Think of it like Teachers Pay Teachers, only solely language arts focused, and you don't have to pay by the download. So why is it important to you? teachingbooks.net offers a helping hand in the development of your literacy curriculum. Not only are you able to examine a text on multiple levels to ensure it is appropriate for your classroom, but it provides resources that align school standards and offers students multiple layers of understanding. So let's take a look at the website. By simply typing in a title, you can access resources about the book and resources about the author or illustrator. Helpful book resources include lesson plans, book trailers, complexity results, and vocabulary lists. If you are considering a title for your class, but you want to make sure it is developmentally appropriate, go ahead and click on the complexity results list. Then you get an extensive breakdown of the sentence structure, what cultural knowledge is needed, and other factors to give you a comprehensive look at how the book is structured. On the right-hand column are resources pertaining to the author, including author blogs, interviews, and websites. Adding these components to your instruction brings life to this book and sparks new inquiries into your students, which will expand their awareness. All right, now that you are sold on this amazing database, let's get into some searching strategies. I would recommend logging in first because your account will allow you to save lists that you can come back to later. All you'll need is your school email address and a password. If you already know the title or author of your book, fantastic. There's a plain white search box at the top of your homepage where you can type in what you are looking for. You'll notice once you start typing, here we go, that the database pre-populates helpful suggestions. So you can either click on a title in the dropdown or continue typing. To look for a book list you know of, you can click on that tab and start typing in something like, let's try Common Core. Now we've got this lovely list of results. So we could narrow this down by looking at some of the limiters on the left-hand column to increase our precision here. And if I click on 1st through 5th grade level, there you go. I have only 9 results, and right away I can click on this one sponsored by the NGA Center. I can now share this list via Google Classroom if I want to. See how it pops up here. Or I could make it a custom list so that I could modify it and save it onto my account. Or maybe we can scroll down and take a look at each of the books on this list that include all of these wonderful resources. Speaking of Common Core, if I scroll back up and click on the Popular tab, you'll notice that there's a Common Core heading that will direct me to this page, which has these 5 boxes, and they are fantastic. One of my favorites is this Teaching Diverse Books. Here you will find lists of multicultural books that you can refine by age group, and the lesson plans and resources are right here at your fingertips. Pretty cool. So one more tip before we conclude is to look at the advanced search. So it's right up here in the right-hand corner. If you have an idea of the type of books you're looking for, then you can search by a certain curricular, genre, format, or even a combination of few of them. There's lots of options here. Additional search operators up at the top come in handy if you are wanting to include synonyms or you wanted to exclude a certain word. For example, if you wanted to look for a book about rabbits, you could use the match any and put both rabbits and bunnies in the search box here. The exclude term option is handy if you are working with a homonym. So let's say you wanted to find books about using a scale, like measuring weight, but you kept getting results about fish and reptile scales. You could type in animals in the exclude terms box to refine your results. Okay, thanks so much for taking the time to listen to this training guide on teachingbooks.net. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to email me, but I hope you are now inspired to use this fantastic resource.